everyone. Welcome to the Soundtrack of Our Lives podcast. Today, we are joined by Antonin, Derya, and Helen. So, we're going to start off with the hardest question of all. Who are you? And what have you guys been up to lately?
Who are we?
And what have we done?
I mean, we are an international sensation. I like to say that.
I like it.
And yes, we are Group Şimşek. Yeah, we're based on the other side of the world, in between England and France. Yeah, and trying to combine folk music with other genres, I guess, if you want to explain it.
Yeah, we're musicians from all over the place, making some music for people all over the world, I guess.
What would you say is the hardest part of combining folk music with other genres?
The hardest part. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the hardest part.
I don't think we find it hard because we enjoy it. I mean,
That's good.
that's what we do. So if it was that hard, we wouldn't do it. No, I think we love to explore that.
We like challenges as a band. So we take any challenge as it really gets the creativity going. And yeah.
I mean, yeah, we carrying a heritage, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we shouldn't forget that. And even me, I'm in Korea, so it's like, it's kind of trying to respect the roots, but actually like pointing out a different vision somehow. And that's the challenge, like not making something new or destroying the roots of something which have a really like deep oral tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have something to carry, you know, especially the songs with the balama, like maybe not our own compositions, but definitely something that carries the vibe of that heritage. So that's the challenge, you know, to try to make folk music cool again and somehow creating a new language. I don't know, it's a big challenge.
Well, you're doing it, so that's awesome. You're making it cool again.
Yeah. I don't know, to be honest, like for me it's really important what the audience think and if they receive it well, but first I have to be happy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to really believe this song it carries a heritage. If I don't believe it, then I can't sell it to my people, you know.
Yeah.
Because you really have a responsibility for something, for a culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially, I mean, I'm maybe one of the only ones doing this in a professional way as a balama player in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So people look up at me sometimes, you know, and then you have the responsibility of shaping a good sound for the folk. So let's see what's gonna happen with Yarın Yoksa. I don't know.
Yeah. You guys have a new album coming out.
Yes.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
What can you guys say about it?
Well, it's sorry, I thought Helen was. Yeah, it's this new album it's an exciting one because it's the first time we're working with a producer, and it's not any producers. It's Leon Michaels from Big Crown Records. So I think we put a lot of our hearts and a lot of work in that album.
Mm-hmm.
We worked on it for a year on this side of the ocean. producing everything, and then we took everything to New York, and worked on it with Leon in Diamond Mines studio in New York. And yeah, I mean, we're really excited to share these songs with everyone, because like musically and also in terms of lyrics, I think we never worked that hard to prepare an album, and the sound of it is really unique. That's thanks to Jens, the engineer of Diamond Mine Studio, and Leon Michael's vision, but combined also with our ideas. So I think it's a whole new experience to listen to Grup Şimşek, So yeah, it's a very exciting one, special one.
What was it like working with Leon Michaels?
Wow. I had the feeling it was not the feeling, but so we just came back, and okay, so it's like basically 8 months. You can look back for 8 months actually right now. I think it was like a very mutual collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
Really, like we were listening to each other. I had the feeling like he I don't know how to say it in English, but we were like on the same level basically,
Mm-hmm.
And he was always saying, I'm learning from you. Like that's something that he always said, like almost every day. And he was not even just behind like in the control room. He was literally with us in the studio and playing around and shaping some songs a bit more than the others. Like it was an incredible collaboration, I think. Like sometimes he pushed us a little bit too much, and then you got a bit irritated, and then you can't say anything, and you're a bit shy, and sometimes you just trust in the process, and then it's actually great. Like the result is quite cool. I'm very proud of this album. Like even though if I was not happy sometimes, like with certain elements, but then all in all, it's a great vision, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely think we also learned from him for sure. Like there's just when you work with someone who has so much experience, and yeah, it's just deep into that process, and it's obviously like that's his livelihood and that's his life,
Mm-hmm.
You can't
Exactly,
help.
yeah.
It makes such a strong impression. Like if I think about it now, I just like when you ask that question, I'm like, wow, like yeah, it was just such a privilege to also have that collaboration and just sit there and absorb that and like take note of it, kind of. Yeah, no one can take that away from us now, I guess.
Yeah, it's a special moment.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we learned exactly as Helen was saying. I think we learned so much there,
Mm-hmm.
like from recording techniques to just the approach of how to arrange songs and just make it more efficient and everything. It was really amazing. And as Derya was saying, it's also that Leon was the one who was excited to work with us at first, like, I mean, obviously when we discovered he wanted to work with us, then we were also really excited because we knew what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But while recording, sometimes he really was like a child. You could tell that was the thing he likes to do, just play music with some, like, discover things as well. When Derya was doing vocal takes, he was like a child. Or when Axel was playing some really fast quarter tones on the synth, then that's, he couldn't believe his eyes. So I think it was really a mutual learning from each other, and so a success overall, I would say.
That's
Yeah.
good. So when you guys kind of sat down to write and create the album, what did that process look like?
That was the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
True.
complex, the way we make albums, it's quite a complex thing because one person brings an idea or a song or a demo, and then it goes through the brain of all the members of the band, and then we process that and work together on the song. So that's the musical approach, but also the lyrics, the themes. That's been also like a kind of process that came afterwards, after the music and the songs were there. But it's also, I mean, Derya and Helen can talk more about this. But yeah, I think there's a lot of different steps, you know, on how we make the songs. It's not like, oh, here's the song and it's finished. We always kind of reshape the song over and over again. So it takes some time, and yeah, it's quite a long process to answer your question.
Yeah, and on top of that, we also don't live in the same place, so we have to really, there's a lot of logistics involved and planning. But in the end, I think it's probably very good for us. Some people say that like having a lot of restrictions on your process can also be very good for like the creative outcomes. So we kind of, it's a bit like all or nothing, you know. We fly to France and then we have to, something good has to come out of it, you know, to when we work on the songs. And yeah, it's also very special because then the band exists in this like precious space as well. Yeah.
I have the
Yeah,
feeling
thanks.
also it's kind of it's always fresh with the band, you know. When you come together, you have so many things to share and to tell, like from your own life, because we are actually like family, you know. We're not just a band. So, and then plus like we already prepare demos, ideas, even if it's just a groove or a melody or a chorus, or sometimes it's a whole song. Like the first song of the album, it was already done, you know. It was basically the double of what you hear in the album, for like 6 minutes long or something. But the ideas we share in advance actually, and if we come together, it's quite precious. As Helen said, we have to come out with something. But that's, I think for me, this is amazing. I need that, you know. I need this excitement / pressure, like this kind of like positive restrictions. Yeah, because there's no limit, you know. And but I had one rule for this album: the lyrics has to be done. Like when I'm in America, I am not gonna sit there and trying to be the best poet of the world. I just wanted to finish everything before I go there, to just focus on a collective creativity, you know, and not being alone on my own and writing some lyrics. So it was quite cool to on writing the lyrics for almost 1 month with our co-writers together, you know. That was amazing. I mean, like lyric wise, this album is reaching another level, and I think it's going to contribute to Turkish music, like to music with Turkish language. It will contribute a lot. Like what's happening with right now with the current bands from Turkey, basically, I think our music is going to have a very special place within the current musical scene in Turkey, you know. I really believe that, but let's see what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's interesting with also the writing team is like Tuğçe Kep who's actually from Istanbul or from Turkey, and she's from Istanbul, and Duygu Al, who's Derya's cousin, and she's also born in Germany. So it's a bit like this kind of mastermind
Yeah.
of perspectives and poetry and styles, you know. So that's special too.
Dream team.
Yeah.
So you said that this one, the lyrics are kind of reaching another level. So what would you say was kind of different in the creation of the lyrics as opposed to your other work?
I don't know, like all the other songs in the other albums we wrote in a very kind of intimate collaboration with Antonin Voyant, with Antonin, who's also here in the call, because it was mostly our topics, like he and writing the songs, and even if he wrote it in English or explaining something, and I tried to transform it into Turkish. And we back in the days we also kind of collaborated with my cousin, like for certain songs, but it was not a main thing, you know. For this album, it's like music and lyrics. Like the lyrics are as important as the music. It's not one or the other for us this time. Like,
and also the amount.
I would say I spent more time for the lyrics than for the music. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, on this album, there's more original tracks, and there's one more person involved in writing the lyrics. So there's been more dedication to. I mean, it's not like, oh, okay, let's just write some lyrics to fill the songs. It's like it was really important for Derya to have some strong lyrics, and I think the writers team like dedicated a lot of time to make the lyrics strong.
So you had mentioned that when you were working and writing lyrics with Antonin, he was writing things in English and then translating to Turkish. Is that how it normally works, or do you normally just start writing in Turkish?
Oh man, like every song has its own world. You know, we have no rules in this band. Because, probably because I'm from Germany and they love rules. So it's more like the opposite in this band. Like every song has their own way of how to start a song, like writing a song, you know. Sometimes the song is totally ready. Sometimes we develop, like Cool Hand was a different song, you know. Cool Hand actually came out because of a random 10-second in between jam, basically. And accidentally we recorded this idea. And listening back to another song, actually, and then having this little 10 seconds before our real song we recorded, it's like, wow, this jam is sick. I mean, this bass line is amazing. And then we just looped that, you know, and then working on it for half a year, Cool Hand came out. So it's like this one was random, for example, you know, and some songs
then it needed lyrics as well. So
it's true.
It's true that, I mean, what we can say, whatever the original idea, I mean, whatever language the original idea is in, lyrics, except traditional songs where lyrics are there already, the covers. But the original songs, I don't know if I'm right to say, but I think most of the time the music comes first, and then we add the lyrics.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually, wow. I never thought about it, but you're totally right.
Except
this is another challenge, actually.
except on Dust One, the previous album, there was one poem that's been turned into music. That's Astaneoni. But it was a poem from Derya's aunt. And I
But
think
even
that's-
then, Antona, I remember when we were in La Seine in the studios and we were just jamming, I just had the idea of singing this poem. I mean, on top of that music that we created. So it's again, music was there somehow, you know? It's so true. Actually, yeah, I can say about myself that I can't really come up with lyrics when there's no music. It's impossible. Because I always think in melodies when I write a poem, like when I sing it, when I have a word and I read it, then I have to think about a melody. I can't really just think about text and in neutral without melody poem, you know? It's impossible for me.
Interesting. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So before I ask the last question, was there anything else that you guys wanted to mention or talk about?
We can say that we're gonna tour in USA. The first shows for the West Coast are already announced. So we're having a lot of shows coming up in the USA in July and August.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
we're playing Colorado. Santa Cruz, LA
San
again,
Diego.
San Diego again, yeah.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
So it's quite exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what I can add to this, because it's our listeners gonna be like Americans basically with this podcast or radio thing we're doing. I can add that I really enjoyed playing in America. Like I got the different energy from the people, from the audience. It's definitely like, I don't know, I could connect in a different way than with audience from the like on the other side of the world, like Europe or Turkey. I could feel that it was kind of new to people and they were still interested and sometimes amazed. And I love to actually dive into this whole emotional scene a bit more this summer. I'm totally ready for that.
That's interesting that it feels so different to play in different places in the world.
Totally, yeah. It's also the kind of venues you end up playing at or different communities, like whether it's in a big city or like a small town, you can have such different experiences. Yeah.
Okay. So the last question is, what is the soundtrack of your life?
Can we quote our own songs or not?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's quite. Sorry, go ahead.
My answer is very short. I don't know, because I don't want to be last. Like the soundtrack of my life is just waking up in the morning and hearing the birds, walking in the park, the sounds of Berlin, and yeah, every little scrap of music that can be inspiring.
Oh.
Continue, Antonella.
No, I don't know, because right now I'm listening to a lot of different music, working on different projects. And today I was listening to an old rocksteady band I used to be part of. So because we're putting a record together, so that would be the soundtrack of my life today, but every day is different.
Mhm.
Mm.
Is it like is it the song or what is it, like the soundtrack?
So it's very open-ended. It can be whatever you want.
Mm. Okay, but then I mean of my life, like my life, it has to connect to how I feel being being basically at home or feeling great, you know, and
Mhm.
comfortable. And not displaced, you know. And I think especially because I don't feel anywhere, like I don't feel home anywhere, like just geographically. But when I hear the seagulls and being like hearing the sirens of the ships and like the boats and stuff, then I feel really home, because probably I'm from Hamburg and I grew up in the middle of an island on the river. So it's basically by the waterside with seagulls. That's my life soundtrack.
I like it. So, for all of our listeners who want to stay updated on you guys, hear the album when it's out, and potentially see you when you come to America, where can they find you?
Online?
Yeah, what
Or
are the social medias?
we have Instagram and Facebook, I guess, and like all the streaming platforms possible.
Yeah, we will also have a website very soon. So
Mm.
Oh, exciting.
it's gonna be like Derya Yıldırım Grup Şimşek.com or something.
Nice.
So yeah, you'll probably find us on Google, I guess. Hopefully.
Yeah, that would be great to have our own platform, which, yeah, is just independent and we can take it from there.
Mhm.
You can find us on Bandcamp, you know, like it's like like any other band.
Mhm. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Yes. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thanks.
Of course. Have a nice rest of your day.
Yeah.
Same to you. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.